Welcome back, everybody. In this video we are gonna cover the gaming aspect of this VANKYO V630W projector, full 1080p. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts if this is a real good gaming projector and if it's worth the price and why. So if you guys are interested in this projector, there's a lot of specs out there you can look up, and I'm sure there's a lot of reviews out there, but like I said, we're just gonna cover as a gamer, we're just gonna cover the gaming aspect of it, if it's worth buying it for gaming. So originally I was gonna go pick up one of the lower ends of the laser projectors, and they didn't have the one that I wanted in stock. So I decided to pick up a regular projector, and I end up getting this V630W full 1080p because I'm used to 4K and I can't go lower than 1080p natively. And this was the choice for the price, and you can roughly buy this under $280. And picked it up, ran a whole bunch of tests on it on my Blu-ray Panasonic player, and it looks surprisingly good for the price. And I ran some my PlayStation 4 Pro on it, and it looked good. And also on this one, on this particular video, I'm running the Xbox One X on here, and I also played it on the regular Xbox One here too, and it seems like the performance is pretty identical for the Xbox One X and the Xbox One and the PS4 Pro. So obviously this video, with all the compression and everything, it's not going to do it justice for the resolution and the quality, but just take my word for it, as far as the gaming goes and the movement, it's good for 60 hertz. And the quality of the picture, even if like with little light in the daytime, you can still see the picture just fine. So I'm really surprised on the quality. So the picture quality is great. It is way worth the price of the projector. And as far as the movement goes, as a gamer, it works perfectly. So I'm used to running, so like say for instance, right, I've been running my Xbox One X on 1440p at 120 hertz. So with no HDR, because the Xbox One X with my LG C9, you can't do HDR if you're running 1440p at 120 hertz. So my resolution, even though my hertz is at stating 120 hertz, and that's all fine and dandy, but my resolution is dumbed down to 1440 for the Xbox One X. And obviously when I get the Series X and the PS5, it will be for 4K at 120 hertz. But until then, I can't get my hand on those new consoles. I'm stuck with 1440p if I want to run 120 hertz. So I'd rather do performance, so I'm running at 120 hertz at 1440p. So I'm thinking like, well, you know what? If I'm running 1440p anyways on my Xbox One X, I might as well try this projector, even though it's 1080p, and see how the movement goes, because you know what? It doesn't really matter what, I mean, yes, the hertz, the frames per second does matter, but basically you just want it to be responsive, right? And this is my first time. Actually, this is my very first projector that I ever bought. I did play around with projectors before, but this is my very own that I bought. But I've never played any video games on it before, and there's like, I don't, there's no input lag. I mean, it says 60 hertz and everything. There's literally no input lag on. I don't know if it's all the projectors, but this particular one there is no input lag. So even though it's running at 1080p at 60 hertz, and then when you run movies, it'll run 24 hertz and whatnot. It's where the game is where I you want to be as a gamer. You want to be a game that is responsive. And this gameplay, by the way, it was hard for me to play with the tripod in a way. So just FYI. So yeah, so as far as like a conventional LED or a QLED or OLED that I'm trying to run 120 hertz on, which is all good and everything, but the quality, there's no HDR, had to be dumbed down. So you might as well run 4K at 60 hertz on your regular flat screen, which looks beautiful, but you're running 60 hertz, which will be fine because you're running 60 hertz. But at the same time, if you have the option to go at a higher hertz or higher frames per second, that's what I did. I went to 1440p at. I sacrificed the 4K to go 1440p at 120 hertz, but then I sacrificed the resolution and I sacrificed the HDR. And yes, this projector has no HDR. It's only 60 hertz and it's only 1080p, but you get a bigger screen, and it's like I said, as a gamer, this is I like my first time playing games on a projector, and there's no input lag as far as I can tell. It's smooth, it's responsive. So I think that I'm gonna probably be gaming on a projector from now on, and as far as the 120 hertz goes, obviously, when I do have the Series X, I'll play it on my 120 hertz TV at 4K. But as far as the regular Xbox and the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, I'm just gonna play on this projector, and I mean it's really responsive. The only drawback is that I'm playing this game in the office, and it's a little too big for the distance. I mean, it's perfect for movie for the size, but as far as like gaming goes, uh, it's not. It's a little too close for what I want for that room, but that's on me though. But it's like I said, this projector, it runs games smoothly. The picture quality for a full 1080p native is phenomenal. It is beautiful, and I'm surprised it has color when I'm watching. Like, I tested Avatar, I tested Justice League, I tested what was the other? I tested what was the other one? I tested Aquaman, and the color was there, surprisingly. And as far as like, man, if even if there's a little light, it still ran pretty good. So imagine with, especially with this brand, imagine if I went upgrade to like a 4K version of the VANKYO V630W. It's gonna be even more. It will be actually better. But as far as the price point being under 200, being under 280, it is well worth it for gaming. Coming from a gamer who's played on 120 hertz TV, and also I show you guys what it looks like with the light on and what it looks like with the light off, and it still looks pretty good. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys got something out of it. But thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hooded Dragons out.